All right, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our client to connect to our Windows server. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to install Windows 10. You want to install the Windows 10 Pro version, not the Windows 10 Home version, um, because the Pro version is the one that gives you the option to change the domain. Once you install Windows 10, the first thing you need to do is to go in here to settings, and you need to go to network, and you need to make sure it's set on internal network. Okay, as we did with our server, we set up two adapters. We set up one to be the NAT, which is the internet. We set the other one up for internal network. So you need to set your client up to internal network so that run the it'll properly connect. All right, so let's log into our Windows server. Not that we need to do anything in here, but I will show you something. All right, so we're going to go into our Windows client. The first thing we need to do is we need to go to adapter settings. We need to go to network connections. We need to change adapter settings. All right, and we need to right click, go down to properties, click on our Internet Protocol version 4, properties again. Now we want to leave the address to be dynamic, so obtain address automatically. But for our DNS server, we want to change it to connect to our Windows server here for the DNS server. So we click OK, we click close, we close out of there. Now, if we go to our command prompt, just for a test, we should be able to ping the Windows server. And as you see, we do. We get a ping. All right. So now, to change it to the domain is actually really easy. You go to settings, you go to systems, and then you scroll down to be about, and you go to, there's an option here to rename the PC, but we want to scroll down further to rename this PC Advanced. Click on that. Now we want to change its domain or work group. We click change. Now we're going to go over here. We can change our computer name if we want. I want to change mine to client 1. And our domain name, I was oscorp.com. That's what I wanted to show you over here. If you don't remember what your domain name is, if you go to local servers under your server manager, you'll see domain and you'll see your domain name right there. So I click that. So I changed mine to Oscorp, the same. I hit OK. Now we should see the administrative password come up. It does. It asks for the administrative password. So we log in as our administrator. We give it the administrator password. Hit OK. And it says, welcome to Oscorp domain. Now we must restart to apply. So we'll close. We'll restart now. Now if we go over here, Windows client's restarting. Now once it's restarting, when you go to log in, you'll see you have your user. This is what we set up for our local account. We want to go to other user. And with other user, you see it says sign into Oscorp. So we're going to sign in to Oscorp as our administrator for right now. And we hit 1. And it's logging us in. And now we are connected to our Windows server from our Windows client. And if we go up here if we go into our server manager and we go up here to our tools, to our DCP, and we scroll down here and we go to IP4 and we go down here to scope. If we go to address leases and click on that, you'll see there's our computer right there, client 1, oscorp.com. was logged in, DHCP, and that's our IP address. And once it's logged in, we can see what our IP address is. It should be 172.16.0.100. Okay. Now that I'm logged in, we go to Oscorp, click on that, and we see right here our IP address is 172.16.0.100. So as you can see, our client is now connected to our Windows server, and we have successfully completed our domain controller in our Active Directory. So now we're going to go through and we're going to start setting up our Active Directory. If you remember a few videos ago, we put in some usernames, and under our users and computers here, we put in some usernames, and we had a fictional corporation set up. We're going to go through and we're going to start showing how to set up that using organizational units, and then we'll go into some group policies and we'll go from there. So that is all for this video. Thank you very much.